Hello, beautiful yogis. Olga here with Yoga Lab. Welcome to your Hot26 standing series practice. This practice is designed with beginner in mind, and it's really bottomless because you can deepen it for years to come. That's the practice I've started my yoga journey with personally, and I return to it every time like I come back home. Psychologically, this practice is absolutely awesome because within the familiar boundaries, it enables you to find new depth and shed off things that are no longer of service. Physiologically, this practice with its systems of compression and releases is really revitalizing for the internal systems. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Come to standing at the forefront of your mat. Bring your heels and toes to touch. Release your arms down by your sides. Engage your core and lengthen through the crown of your head as you root through your feet. Pranayama, standing deep breathing. Interlace all 10 fingers. Glue the knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze the elbows towards touching. On your inhale, breathe in through your nose and lift the elbows up. Make sure the shoulders remain relaxed. Please don't pull them up to the ears. On your exhale, push the head back with your knuckles, open your mouth, and as you breathe out of your mouth, squeeze the elbows to touch. Let's begin. Interlace all 10 fingers, glue the knuckles under your chin. Empty your lungs completely. Inhale, begin. Lift the elbows up, draw in air through your nose. Exhale, relax your head back. Open your mouth wide, a ha-like sound as you squeeze the elbows to touch. Inhale, chin comes back to level. Lift the elbows up to the ceiling or the skies. Exhale, push the head back. Squeeze the palms, wrists, forearms, and then elbows to touch. Inhale, breathe in. Suck the stomach in. Expand your ribcage sideways. Exhale. Relax your head back. Keep the core pulled in as you push the head back, breathing out all the air. Inhale. Chin comes back to level. Relax the shoulders down as you lift the elbows a little bit higher. Exhale. Relax your head back. Keep the spine straight, long, no swaying in the back. Inhale, breathe in. Root down through the feet. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, keep the length and space you've created with your inhale. Allow the head relax back. Inhale, snore-like sound, not a sniff. Make the breaths audible so you can focus better on it. Exhale, open your mouth. Ha, like ocean-like sound with your breath. When you empty, inhale, breathe in. Draw in the air as if you're filling a bucket of water all the way from the bottom to the top. Exhale, let it go. Empty that bucket of water all the way to the very last drop comes out. Inhale, breathe in. Engage your legs. Maintain the strong foundation. Exhale, keep the legs and the core engaged. Relax the head back. Squeeze the air out. Inhale, increasing mobility and flexibility in the shoulders. Exhale, relaxing the upper back and the neck, de-stressing your body. Inhale, expanding your lung capacity, increasing tidal volume. Exhale, calming the nervous system with this unnaturally long breathing. Inhale, breathe in, listen to your breath. Exhale, empty out, listen to your exhale. Release your arms down by your sides.
mountain pose. We'll do second set with minimal guidance so you can focus and concentrate on your practice, on the sound of your breath. Let's begin. Release all 10 fingers, glue the knuckles underneath your chin. Bring the elbows towards touching, empty your lungs completely. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, push your head back. Inhale. Exhale. 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 When you're empty, release your arms down by your sides and find your mountain pose. Close your eyes and just notice what deep breathing brought up. Check in with your physical sensations, with your emotions, and see if you can exert no judgment towards anything what comes up. Drop any expectations from the practice and just allow this deep breathing guide you through the rest of your practice. Next pose is half moon. Come to standing. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Release all 10 fingers. Release the index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, bump your hips to the left. Reach up and over to the right. Root down through the feet. Ground through all four corners of both feet into the mat, especially paying attention to the insteps of your feet. Grounding the knuckle of the big toe into the mat, feeling the arch of your foot activate. And then contract the big muscles of the leg. Pull the core in, lengthen your lumbar spine by lightly tucking the tail down. Suck the navel in towards your spine and then reach up and out of your waist to the right as you push the hips further to the left. Finding space with each breath all the way on the left side of the body, from the fingertips down to the toes. And on the exhale, getting maybe a little deeper. Maybe you're not even going to see it on the outside, but really feeling opening. Come back to the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bump your hips to the right. Reach up and over to the left. Squeeze the abdominal muscles. Work to bring your shoulders parallel to the front. So on this side, take your left shoulder forward and push your right one back. Imagine that you're squeezed between the two narrow panes of glass. Root down through your feet. Pull the inner thighs towards one another. Suck your stomach in. And as you inhale, find more length and space. As you exhale, push your hips a little more to the right, getting deeper into the pose. Maintain your steady breathing in and out through your nose. Your lips are slightly pressed. Come back to the center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Mountain pose. Backwards bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, shift the weight into your heels and trace your fingertips all the way backwards. On your inhale, reach the sternum a little bit higher up to the skies or to the ceiling, wherever you practice. And on the exhale, push the hips more forward. Walk the fingertips further back. One more just like this. Inhale, reach the heart a little bit higher. Exhale, go back. Fall back. All the way back. Come back to the center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and with a straight back, fold forward. Bend your knees as soon as your back starts to round on your descent. Bend your knees. Reach your arms back and cup your heels from behind or get a hold of your ankles or your calves. Now, as you inhale, reach the sit bones up, and as you exhale, squeeze your abdomen onto your thighs, press your chest towards your knees, and tuck your nose towards your shins. Rock the weight forward into the balls of your feet and use your arms to pull on your heels and squeeze the elbows towards touching behind your legs. One more here. Inhale, reach the sit bones up. Exhale, pull as if you're trying to touch your toes with the very top of your head. To release, bring your arms back into a stipple-like grip. Use your core or bend your knees if you need to come back with a straight spine. Release your arms down by your sides with your exhale, mountain pose. Second set. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Release all 10 fingers. Release the index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Inhale, reach up and out to the right. Bump your hips to the left. Come back to the center. Switch the sides. Inhale, find length and space. Exhale, bump your hips to the right. Reach up and out to the left. Release. Release your arms down by your sides. Find your mountain pose. Next one is Utkatasana, awkward. Step your right foot out to the right. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. Straighten your elbows. Shift the weight back and sit down like you're sitting in a teeny tiny chair behind you. Work to bring your thighs parallel to the floor. Make sure your knees are not going in or out. And then lean your upper body back. Work to stack your shoulders above the hips. Come up. We're going to show this posture now sideways. So you rock the weight back into the heels and sit to bring the bottoms of the thighs parallel to the floor. Second portion, you keep your feet hip-width distance apart and you keep your arms parallel to the ground. Come high on your tippy toes and start bending your knees, keeping your shoulders right above the hips as if you're sliding an imaginary wall behind your back. Keep your arms engaged. Pop the heels high. The purpose of this pose is to get your heels as high off the ground as possible, and then you release. Third part, squeeze the knees together. Lift the heels as much as you need to find this nice compression between your knees. And then once again with a straight back and engaged arms, slowly lower all the way down. Keep the breath moving. Long, deep inhales and good, complete exhales. Once you're all the way down to the best of your ability, squeeze the knees and tilt them down to the earth. And then just as slow as you went down, go all the way back up with a straight back. Release the heels down, step your feet together, release your arms down by your sides, mountain pose. Second set. Step your right foot out to the right, bring your arms engaged parallel to the ground. Shift the weight back into the heels, take a breath in, and with exhale, sit. Keep the breath moving. Very powerful, very engaging pose. Lean your upper body back so your shoulders come rest above the hips. And then come up. Rise high on your tippy toes, high as a ballerina. And slowly start bending your knees. But know that the goal for you in this part of the pose to get those heels as high as you only humanly possibly can get. Make the tops of the feet parallel to the front wall, wherever you are. Keep the breath moving. And then slowly let's release out of it. Straighten your legs, release the knees down to the ground. Now squeeze your knees together. If needed, allow the heels to pop up. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Make sure your arms are still engaged and strong, parallel to the floor. And then slowly lower down as if you're sliding down the back wall. If your hips come close to your heels, squeeze the knees even tighter and tilt them down to the ground. Imagine there is a tennis ball on your lap. It would slide right down, roll onto the ground. That's how much your knees are tilted. And then slowly start coming back up as slow as you went down, as fast as you need to. Step your feet together, release your arms down by your sides. Mountain pose. Garudasana, eagle pose. Identify your right and left side. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm underneath your left. Sit low, stay low, and take your right leg high up and over your left. Pull the core in, lean your upper body back. Work to stack your shoulders over the hips. If the wraps are not happening, please don't worry about it. You can always take your hands on opposite shoulders and the top leg, top foot, maybe a kickstand. Suck the stomach in. Send the weight back into your heel. Bend your knees a little lower. Work to bring your knees in line with the elbows. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swing your left arm underneath your right. Sit low, stay low, and take your left leg high up and over your right. Pull the belly button in. Once again, lean your upper body back. Work to stack your shoulders over the hips. Shift the weight back into the heel. Draw the elbows down to compress the diaphragm. Keep the breath moving. Relax everything that doesn't have to work. Shoulders away from the ears, face. Inhale, come up, arms up, palm stitch. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Sideways showing, demonstrating here that the back remains as straight as possible. Rather than bending forward, really lean your upper body back. Second set. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm underneath your left. Cross at the elbows, wrap at the forearms, twist at the wrists. Sit low, stay low, and take your right leg high up and over your left. Keep the breath moving. Lean your upper body back. Send the weight back into the heel. Compression of all 12 major joints in the body So when we release out of this pose, the blood will rush through, relubricating joints, making them more flexible. Release. Inhale, bring your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, swing your left arm underneath your right. Sit low, stay low, and bring your left leg high up and over your right one. Enjoy this compression pose. Really squeeze your thighs together really tight. Work your knees and elbows in the same line. Draw the shoulders down. Draw the elbows down, compressing the diaphragm. Keep the breath deep into the bottom chambers of your lungs. Release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides, mountain pose. We're moving on to the balancing series part of this class. The most important aspect of this stretch of poses is to keep your standing legs straight and strong. We build the strong musculature around your lower limbs joints so that we really keep the longevity and strength of them into the future. Dandayamana Janushirasana, standing head to knee pose. Send the weight onto your left leg. Pick up your right leg to 90-degree angle. Make sure your left leg is straight and strong, unwavering. Contract all the muscles in the left leg. Make sure your right thigh is parallel to the ground and your right knee is right above your right ankle. Shoulders remain over the hips. Keep sending the weight to the instep and the ball of your standing foot. So much so that the heel may be slightly lifted off the ground. You can round from there if your left leg remains straight, or you can keep your body upright. Shaking and wobbling is absolutely fine. It's really challenging to stand on one leg. Especially if you're rounding, make sure you use your core strength to pull the stomach in so you protect your lower back. Here I'm demonstrating this pose sideways, so you can see how the bottom of the thigh is parallel to the ground, the ankle is right beneath the knee. Even if you're standing upright, suck the stomach in, protecting your lower back and really keeping the integrity in your standing posture. Especially if you're rounding down, make sure your stomach is pulled in so you protect your lower back. Second set, send the weight into the right leg. Pick up your left leg at 90 degrees. Flex your foot towards your face. Ankle is once again beneath the knee. Pull out if you need to. Get right back into it. And then the first set, maybe you're standing completely upright without rounding. If your right leg is straight and strong, round. Make sure you take care first and foremost of your standing leg. That's where the pose begins in this one. So let's go ahead and get through it. Come to Tadasana. Send the weight into your left leg. Spread your toes wide. Pick up your right leg to 90 degrees. Pull the core in. Keep the breath moving deep and through. If you'd like to, start rounding. You can get a hold of your shin or ankle, or maybe get all 10 fingers interlaced underneath the ball of your right foot. This one lasts for the whole minute. So check in with your standing leg. Pull up on your left kneecap. Make sure you contract all the muscles around the bones in the leg. Keep sending the weight forward into the big toe mountain ball of your left foot, so much so I could slip a piece of paper underneath your left heel. Just a little bit of time left. You got this. Keep building the strength around your left standing knee right now, squeezing all the muscles in the left thigh. One more breath in, and then slowly come back out of it, an exact reversal as you went in. Tadasana. Now, send your weight into your right leg. Spread your toes wide. Pick up your left leg at 90 degrees. Pull the core in. And then, if you feel strong and unwavering in your right standing leg, round over, release all 10 fingers underneath the ball of your left foot. Keep your gaze forward, unwavering concentration at one point in front of you, so you really have your focus in these balancing postures. To keep your focus unwavering, concentrate on one spot. Don't even blink. Imagine that you're burning a hole in that spot. And then come back to your physical sensations. Is your core engaged? Is your standing leg straight, powerful, unwavering? Are you sending the weight to the forefront of your foot? And then see if you can shift the weight from the outer edge to the instep of your right foot. So you really feel the powerful activation to the inner calf and inner thigh muscles. And just like that, it's over. Release an exact reversal as you went into it. Tadasana. Next is Dandayamana Dhanurasana, standing bow pulling pose. Come to Tadasana. Find the point in front of you to look at. Bend your right elbow to your waist, palm facing up. Bend your right leg behind you. Get the inside of your foot, ankle, or shin. Reach your left arm up by your ear. Take a breath in and exhale, kick. This pose is driven by your powerful kick. It's just an illusion that the upper body is going forward. It's driven forward only by the power of your kick. Make sure your standing leg remains straight and strong. Make sure you really engage all the muscles in the back of your right kicking leg. And then when you see your toes poking from above your head, charge your body down. Bring your abdomen parallel to the floor. Chest is slightly above the abdomen and your arm is still higher than your chest. Everything, all the way to the tips of your fingers in the left hand, is engaged. Release. Mountain pose. Second side, bend your left elbow to your waist, palm up. Reach back, get a hold of the left foot, shin or ankle. Reach your right arm up. Inhale your breath, exhale, start the kick. And make sure you're aware that each side will feel different and look different. One side is stronger as another is more flexible, so really treat each side differently. Make sure your standing leg remains straight and strong. Kick into your hand. Let the shoulder to really disappear behind you. Gaze goes forward. Well, I hope you don't have any mosquitoes or anything getting into your face as you practice, but if you practice in the forest, know that that might be just what you get yourself into. Still pleasant. So I wouldn't avoid practicing in the forest just for the bugs. It was a pleasant experience, definitely. We're still in standing bow pulling pose, and then you release. Tadasana, mountain. Second set, bend your right elbow to your waist, palm facing up. Bend your right leg behind you. Get inside of your foot, ankle, or shin. Reach your left arm up, take a breath, and with exhale, start the kick. This pose creates a beautiful tourniquet effect to the body. Right now, you're sending all of your blood supply more to the left side than to the right. So when you release, the cardiovascular system will rush through your right side, and vice versa happens on the opposite side. It's said to be really good for cardiovascular strengthening and for flushing out all your blood vessels, making them stronger. Release. Second side. Bend your left elbow to your waist, palm facing up. Bend your left leg behind you. Get a hold of your foot, ankle, or shin. Take a breath in, and with exhale, kick. Enjoy the pose. Release. Find mountain pose. Heels and toes touch. Engage your legs. Release your arms down by your sides. Maybe close your eyes and really soak in the benefits of this challenging and empowering posture. Tula Dandasana, balancing stick, is next. Standing in Tadasana, make sure you have enough room to step your feet forward. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Reach up on your inhale. Exhale, tilt at your hips. Reach your hands forward as you send your left leg back. Suck the stomach in. Make sure here you work really hard to bring your torso parallel to the floor and then the back leg parallel to the floor as well. And step back. Step forward with your left foot, point your right toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, boom, body down, leg up. The upper body becomes parallel to the floor. Reach your fingers forward and reach your toes back. Take your right hip now down so it's level with your left one. Keep the breath moving, really powerful position. And then step back. Release your arms down by your sides without much of a break. Second set. Inhale, reach your arms overhead and release all 10 fingers. Release the index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Step forward with the right. Inhale, exhale, boom. 10 seconds only. Very challenging, yet very beneficial for your cardiovascular system. Empowering. Reach your fingers forward, stretch your toes back. Deep breaths. Complete exhales. Step back. Step forward with your left foot. Point your right toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, go. Body down, leg up. Breathe into it. Notice where your thoughts are. Bring them back to your breath. Release. Step back. Find your mountain pose. Standing separate leg intense stretch. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take a huge step out to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips with a straight back. Fold all the way down. Grab the outsides of your feet or dig your hands all the way underneath and behind your heels. Make sure your stance is wide enough to comfortably get into this position of hands to feet. You have to create a strong pull so you actively stretch out and release the spine. Once you've got your hands towards your feet or your ankles, bend your elbows up. Bring your forearms in line with your shins. Slide your shoulder blades up to the hips as you reach the crown of the head all the way towards the floor. Inhale, reach the sit bones up. Exhale, pull. To release, extend your arms to the T. Pull the core in and come up with a straight back. Step your feet together, arms up. And with exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Second set. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, take a huge step out to the right. Extend your arms to a T. Take a deep breath in. Maybe take a little back bend as you inhale. And with exhale, slowly with control, hinge at your hips. Lead with your heart. Fold down. Maybe hang here for a few moments if you'd like. Otherwise, reach and grab a hold of your ankles or feet with your hands. If there is no sciatica issues, pivot the toes more in and the heels out and rock the weight more into the balls of your feet. Now, inhale, reach your sit bones up. Exhale, pull. Use your breath and use the active work of your arms to really stretch 360 degrees. The hamstrings are opening up, the inner thighs, the adductors are stretching, also opening the hips and, importantly, lengthening and releasing the tension in the spine. Breathe. Release. Pull the core in. On the inhale, lead with your chest with a straight back, come up. On your next inhale, step your feet together, reach your arms up. And on the exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Mountain pose. The next pose is considered to be the pinnacle posture of the standing series. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, take a huge step out to the right. Extend your arms to a T. Pivot the right toes out and the left toes in. Bounce, lunge low into your right leg. Bring the right thigh parallel to the floor. And windmill your arms so the right elbow lands in level with your right knee. Reach your right fingers all the way towards your middle toe on the right foot and extend your left arm up. Gaze goes past your left fingertips if it doesn't strain your neck. Squeeze the core in and rotate your upper body. Imagine there is a wall behind you and you need to press your shoulder blades against that imaginary wall. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Really activate your back leg. Make it work just as much as your front leg is doing. And look, we're release already. Left toes out, right toes in, lunge. Bring the bottom of the left thigh parallel to the ground. Find your stance. Pull the core in, reach with the left fingertips forward, and with exhale, windmill your arms. Bring your left elbow to the inside of your left knee and work to push that left knee out of the way so it aims towards your left pinky toe. Squeeze the abdominals in. Rotate your chest so you feel a slight twist throughout your thoracic spine. Keep the breath moving. This is a very challenging posture to be in. So use the power of your steady, long breathing so your nervous system calms down in the midst of this really challenging position. Release. Extend your arms to the side, straighten your leg. Step your feet together, arms up on your inhale. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides, mountain pose. We'll do the second set now. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, take a huge step out to the right. Extend your arms to a T. Note that your wrists are right over your ankle joints right now. Pivot your right toes out, left toes in. Lunge into your right leg. Bring the belly of your right thigh parallel to the floor. Reach with your right fingertips all the way towards the front. And then windmill your arms. Bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. And reach your left fingertips up to the ceiling. Make sure that your left leg is doing just as much work as your right leg. Squeeze it tight. Pull the muscles to the bones and melt the outer blade of your left foot to the ground. Feel your inner thighs engage. Keep your right knee pressed towards your right pinky toe. Just 15 seconds left in this pose. Deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. Let your breath guide your nervous system towards a calmer state, even though you are really challenged. Release. Extend your arms to it. Straighten your right leg. Pull the core in. And now pivot your left toes out, right toes in. Lunge into your left leg deeply. Reach your left fingertips forward. Flip your palms. Windmill your arms. Last one, last side. Give it everything you've got. Keep the breath moving. I'll give you 30 seconds in silence. Listen to your breath. Release. Extend your arms to it first. Now straighten your left leg. Pivot to face the side of your mat. On your inhale, step your feet together, arms up. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides, mountain pose. Next one is my personal favorite. Dandayamana Bikaptapada Janushirasana, standing separate leg stretching head to knee pose. Stand in Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, take a 3 to 4 foot step out to the right. Pull the core in. Exhale, tuck the chin to your chest. Curl round forward. Separate your hands as soon as you feel your shoulders cannot maintain. Bring your hands together in prayer. And then bend your right knee as much as you need to bring your forehead onto your knee. Level out your hips. Take your right hip up. Push it back. And then press your left hip down and forward. Work your forehead higher on top of your knee. Eventually, it'll be right in the middle of it. And then push the ground away with your fingertips to release. Pull the core in, untuck, uncurl, unwind. Release the chin very last. Give it to the side and Clinton to the front. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck, curl, round, all the way down. Bend your left knee this time around so that your forehead lands on your knee. Very important in this pose to do the compressions. Chin to chest, navel to spine, massaging your whole system from the inside out. And then maintain your breath to release. Unround, uncurl, untuck. Chin releases last. Leave it to the side. Step your right foot to meet together with the left. Release your arms. Tadasana. Breathe. Really uncomfortable position, and also an inversion, which makes your brain see the world in a completely different perspective, with a completely different angle, so it might be quite stressful. Your calm breathing will carry you through and allow you to train your mind to stay calm in a challenging, uncomfortable, out of your comfort zone situation. Second set. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms touch. Take a step out to the right. Pivot on your heels. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chin to chest. Tuck, curl, round, all the way down. Bring your forehead to your knee and breathe. Level out your hips by pressing your right one up and back. Push the left one down. Make sure you're not grabbing your mother towel with your toes. Relax your feet and shift the weight to the instep of your right foot. Keep your left leg behind you, straight and powerful. Work your forehead higher on top of your knee. Round your upper back. Tuck the chin more snugly towards your chest. And then challenge yourself to lengthen your inhales and to make your exhales a little more complete. Take your hands back together in prayer. If they're not there already, pause. Unround, uncurl, untuck. Chin releases very last. Pivot to the side and clean turn to the other side. Now left leg is forward. Inhale, reach up. Find this length. Exhale, from this length, occupy that space. Tuck the chin to your chest. Curl round all the way down. Suck the stomach in so you protect your lower back in this forward fold. Breathe. Just a few more moments left. You can do it. Stay with it. Celebrate your effort and find your surrender, balancing steadiness and ease. Slowly release out of the posture in exact reversal as you went in. Tadasana. Enjoy your full lungs breathing. Now that you've completed this very challenging posture, maybe even close your eyes and come back to your intention, to the sense of equanimity. We've reached the final posture of the standing series, Vrksasana, tree pose. It's a balancing position on one leg. Here in the video, I'll demo how it may be done, and then we'll do it all together. So first we'll start with the right leg, and you can place it into a half lotus position, as long as this doesn't bother your right knee in this case. And then collect your hands at the heart. Note that the hips remain level. The standing leg hip and the bent leg hip are in one line and in line with the shoulders. And then shoulders are stacked above the hips so you're not leaning forward or backwards. Another version to do this pose is to bring the foot as a kickstand. Challenge your balance. Maybe lift your foot a little bit higher onto your calf. Just make sure you're not pushing your foot against your standing leg knee. Finding your center, finding your balance is impossible without engaging your core. This is our center. It's called core for a reason. So really use your core strength to go through this pose. Let's begin. Spread your left toes nice and wide. Think about shifting the weight to the instep of your left foot. Pick up your right foot and place it either in half lotus position or find resting space on your ankle or your calf. Collect your hands in prayer position at the heart center. And then, with each breath in, feel growing taller through the crown of your head. With each breath out, root down through all four corners of your standing foot into the mat. Keep the breath moving. If you need extra challenge, close your eyes. Imagine the point you've been looking at right in front of your closed eyelids. Release your right leg down, Tadasana mountain pose. Release your arms as well. Second side, spread your right toes wide. Pick up your left foot, place it in a half lotus position or use it as a kickstand. Once again, level out your hips. Take the left hip down to level it up with the right. And then if your leg is in half lotus, work your knee out towards the back of the space behind you. So you open up your hips. Lengthen with each inhale. Feel growing tall, create space. And with each exhale, root down. Find stability. Once again, balancing steadiness and ease. Challenging to stand on one leg for such a long time, especially at the end of your standing series. But really celebrating that you're almost there, almost in Shavasana. Release. Find your mountain pose. Close your eyes. Take a good breath in. Congratulations. The standing series is now complete. Lay down on your mat. Find Shavasana. Allow the heels to be in. Toes spread out wide. Tuck your shoulders under, reach the crown of the head to the front of your mat. Flip your palms up. Separate your arms wider away from your body so you feel open. If you feel you need more grounding, flip your palms down, bring your arms a little closer to you so you feel the support underneath you. You feel collected, supported, stable. Whatever it is you experience.